Today I wanted to show you how I did this makeup look. It just has a star in the outer corner. It's an asymmetrical kind of look, and I think it's really cute for monolids or for almond eye shapes. I think it really plays that up, and there are so many ways that you can recreate this look for yourself. You can play it up, you can play it down, you can add more glitters, more shapes, whatever it is. I think it's a really fun look, and I know there's a lot going on with the world right now, so I'm hoping this video can bring a little bit of distraction for you, a little joy. I know when I play around with makeup it makes me feel better, so I'm hoping that this video can do the same for you. So if you are interested in how I created this look, then just keep on watching. I've already primed my face. Lately I've just been wearing this Super Goop Unseen Sunscreen. It's water and sweat resistant with SPF 40 and PA+++. This acts like a primer as well, so I've just been doing that 2-in-1. And then for my eyes, I used this Japonesque Velvet Touch Primer and just applied it all over my lids. I'm going to use Too Faced Born This Way. This is their multi-use sculpting concealer, and this is in the shade Light Beige. This is actually, I think, a little bit too light for me, but it still works after I contour and everything, so it's all right. So I'm just going to apply it under my eye area, and I am just using the doe foot. Please don't judge me. And then I'm also going to do around here where all my dark spots are. And then I like to take this sponge from e.l.f. This has been really nice lately. I am such a big fan of the Beauty Blender, but this is, to me, pretty comparable. It just blends everything out pretty nicely, and it's actually more porous. Like, it's got a little bit more texture than the Beauty Blender, but I don't mind it. I find it to be really nice, and so if you're looking for something that is a little bit more affordable than the Beauty Blender, then I highly recommend this one. I have some redness here because I've been picking at my skin just a little bit, so I'm going in with another layer of this concealer and just building that up. I've noticed I do get a little bit of texture and some small breakouts around this area, like around my mouth area where I would usually wear a mask. Now to set my base, I'm going to use this from e.l.f. Cosmetics also. This is their Halo Glow Setting Powder. Talked about this before, so just took some on the back of my sponge and just going to lightly set that. Now for the brows, I'm going to use a pencil actually. This is the Fenty Beauty Brow MVP in the shade Soft Black. This is definitely one of my favorite brow pencils. It's really easy to work with. The end comes with a little brush, which I think I would actually prefer a spoolie because I'm just more used to using that over a dense brush like this one, especially for combing through the brow hairs. Start towards the front of my brows and sketch an outline back, and just do light strokes to fill it in. When I use a pencil, my brows definitely come out more defined, much more angular rather than fluffy. And I also really like this pencil because it's thin, it has a smaller defined tip, so it's just much easier to draw hair strokes and be more precise. I think that's good. The fires have just been raging on outside, and this past week the skies have been orange and yellow, and it's like sepia toned and everything. It's really bizarre. I've never seen anything like it. If it was any other year, I'd be in total shock and surprise, but this year, I mean, what can surprise me? That is not a test. That is not a test at all. I live in the LA area, and so far from where I am, it hasn't been as bad as it is in the Bay Area. I have a lot of friends and my family's still up there, and I've been seeing photos of the fires and what it's been doing. And today was the first day where I felt like, okay, this is actually really, 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 really awful, because I stepped outside just to walk Cody, and I had a mask on and everything, and I was like, I can't walk him. Like, this air is so bad. It's so smoky and ashy outside, and it's gray, and you can smell the fire, and I've actually never experienced anything like that before, and I couldn't even walk him. I was like, you just have to go into the courtyard, you just have to do it here and quick because we can't be out in this smoke. That's exactly what I said to him, yes, but telepathically. We were only outside for maybe like 5 minutes, but when I came back in, my throat felt super itchy and I've just been having this light cough all day. I was wearing one of the surgical masks, which probably isn't protective enough in this kind of smoke, but like I was only outside for a few minutes. So it's pretty wild. If you're in California, especially right now, please stay safe and just take care of yourself. Let's move on to the eye look. I just had to say that because my throat's been like itching all day. I'm gonna put on a little bit of eyeshadow. You can skip this step if you want to, it's not necessary, but I like having a little bit of color just to add some dimension to it. So I'm gonna go into one of my favorite palettes. I don't know if I can even call this my favorite palette because I only use a couple shades in this palette, but I really do love the shades that I use from here. So this is the Natasha Denona Lila palette, and the two shades that I really love to use are these two. I've used this in a bunch of different looks in the past. So first I'm just going to take this one. It's like a taupey shade, very soft, and just apply that all over the eyelid. And you don't have to be precise with it, just apply it and blend it out. Ooh, this one applied like really harshly. All I'm wearing is like a bikini top right now and I'm getting hot sitting here filming. And I like don't want to open the window. I don't want to run the AC because I don't want any of the ash and smoke to get inside. The last couple of days I've been finding little pieces of ash, like burnt wooden pieces out on the balcony. I saw this meme going around. You know that meme? I don't know where it's from, but it's like this dog sitting in his house where everything is on fire and he's just sitting there like, it's fine. That is the mood. That's just the mood. And here I am just doing makeup like everything's fine. I do recognize the irony in this. Anyway, next I'm going to take this shade down here. It's kind of like an iridescent purpley brown shade. Feel free to use whatever you like actually. This look is pretty easy. You can just mix and match colors that you like to wear. You don't have to stick to any like specific one. So I'm gonna take this on a fluffier brush. This is the Sephora Pro Blending 27 brush, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of this to the outer corner, back and forth like that. This shade also has a little bit of some red tones in it. Next, I'm going to take my other favorite shade in the palette, which is this darker brown up here, and also just go into that outer corner just to add some darkness and smokiness to it. And we're going to move on to drawing the star and the graphic liner parts of this look. I actually was inspired to do this look from a photo I saw on Pinterest of Yechi. She is a K-pop artist in the girl group ITZY. She had a blue star on the corner of her eye, and it was for the Not Shy music video. And I thought it would be really cool to recreate, especially because she does have more of a monolid shape. So I chose to do a red star because I thought it was a good color palette for all of this. But again, you can do whatever color you'd like. So I needed a red eyeshadow, so I used this one from Huda Beauty. This is their Ruby Obsessions palette. This palette has a really bright red that just really pops, so this is what I used. Along with that, I also used this pomade from KVD Beauty. This is in the shade Scarlet. So KVD Beauty actually reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to be on their PR list, and I thought, why not? KVD tattoo liners were my favorite liners. It was the first brush pen liner that I ever worked with and really grew to love. I think the formulas changed a little bit over the years, so I've used different things, but I did really love their products, and I was kind of disappointed to hear some of the things that Kat Von D was advocating for, but she is no longer running the company. I don't know how she's affiliated now, if she still is actually with KVD Beauty, I'm not sure, but how do you all feel about it now? I feel like I am more willing to support the brand and the other people behind creating the brand now that she's kind of not the head of it and not really advocating for things that I didn't believe in. You know, she's not the forefront of it, but I don't know. Let me know what you all think. But anyway, I will be using this. I know there's a lot of other great red pomades out there. This is just what I had on hand, so this is what I will be using. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but it is kind of like raspier and hard to talk. Anyway, the other thing you will need is a really thin winged liner brush. This is from Sigma. This is their EO6 brush. And this is incredibly thin and amazing to work with. So this is what the pomade looks like. Very creamy. I'm just going to take a little bit on the brush and then wipe it down on the lid. so there's not too much excess product smudging everywhere. Pick whichever eye you want to draw your star on. I'm choosing this one, or you can draw it on both eyes, up to you. Also, don't judge me, but this nail broke off and I just chose not to paint it. Okay, anyway, so many distractions today. So we're just going to draw like a line. This will be the flat part of the top of the star like that. And then we're going to draw a diagonal line that connects to the lower part, the lower lash line. So you can start here. So the pomade does dry pretty quickly on the brush, so I have to keep going back and forth to get more product. And you can see it'll focus. It's really thin. So then you can start at the bottom of the lower lash line and meet it towards the end. And if I had to pick between working with too much product or too little product, I'd rather go for too little because you can always build it up. So that's why it's like really faint, because I don't want to overdo it. Then we're gonna go from this bottom corner right here and draw another diagonal for the other end of the star. And then we're going to go from the top down. This brush is so precise, so it really gives you a lot of control and precision. So yeah, I'm just drawing in the rest of the half of the star, like that. Now you can just take the pomade and fill in your star. This bottom half of this star is like the easiest part for me to mess up on. So now I'm going to take the red shadow here and just go right over that star. It just kind of sets the pomade in place. It also makes it pop just a little bit more. So I'm just using the same brush and going over that star. And there are so many different ways to play with this look. You can do glitters, you can add little stars around it. It's just really cute and really simple, but also stands out quite a bit too. And there you go. Now for the other eye, when I first did this look, I just did a little cat eye wing. So you can do that. You can leave it as it is. It's really just up to you. And I really love the asymmetrical look of it. I also want to add a little bit of red in this inner corner here to balance this eye. You don't have to. I know like adding red in the inner corner can be a hit or miss. It can look really cute and cool, or you might look like you have an eye infection. I think the really cool thing with almond shaped eyes is that you can play around with the shape quite a bit. You might not think that you can, but you actually can. Okay, I'm going to pop on some lashes now. I'm going to use Argel's Baby Wispies. I just found out that they have Baby Wispies, which is just like their Wispies and their Demi Wispies, but smaller, and they're really cute. I'm going to move on to contour now, and I'm going to try the KVD Shade and Light Contour Palette. I always used to hear really great things about this, so you know, I'm low-key kind of excited to try it and see what it's like. I'm going to use this shade right here because this looks more like a contour shade. I don't want to be bronzed today. I want kind of like more of a matte thing going on. Okay, I'm going to contour down the nose first. Oh, wow, that is really strong. I didn't even pick up that much. Wow, that's okay. Okay. Oh, wow, that is really nice actually. That is really nice. Yep, that looks very defined. I'm kind of not used to that. Sometimes I can't tell if my nose looks too contoured. I don't really like... Yeah, I don't need it to be like that. I just wanted a little bit of shadow, but not that much. Okay, so now I'm going to contour the rest of my face with that same shade. For blush, I'm going to use this one from Lawless. This is in the shade Vintage Love. What a very appropriate name. It's a really beautiful neutral shade, and this is very pigmented, so you don't need a lot. A little bit of it just goes a really long way. I've been kind of matching the rest of my face to my hair because I just don't really... I haven't been bold enough to play with different colors just yet. For highlight, I'm going to use Kaja Beauty's Toy Alien. It's a really pretty iridescent pearly shade. A little bit of the high points. Ooh. I already knew. I was like, too much. But okay, we'll just go for it. We'll do it all over. Very glowy. Glowy day today. Kind of digging it. I'm digging the shine. I really am. Gonna finish off with lip color now. I'm gonna use this one from M Cosmetics. This is their Venetian Rose lip color. I really love this. I've talked about it so many times. I hope you're not tired of me bringing it up, but this color and this product is just really nice. It's super glossy, but it's really comfortable. It's not too sticky. It's just perfect. There you go. That is the final look. It's really easy, really simple. I feel so cute. Every time I look in the mirror and I see a star on my face, I just feel really happy. So I hope you really enjoyed this tutorial. And if you recreate it, please tag me. I would love to see it. I hope you're all staying safe and taking care of yourselves. Please just take care of each other as well. Your family, your friends, your pets, animals, the planet, everything. Yeah. Oh God, I always end these so awkwardly, but I will see you in my next video. Bye.